Bro, he said he's made some serious errors. Yeah, you know, like hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein. You know, just some oopsies, right? Yeah, what are you gonna do, bro? What are you gonna do? Vote him out? All right, let's take a look at what they were saying. Some of the mourners who queued for hours to see the Queen's coffin. Let's take a look at what they're saying.
Very emotional. Yeah, very overwhelming, but absolutely beautiful. It's
Dick Riders!
A beautiful painting.
All through the night, thousands of people have been queuing for hours to file past the coffin and pay their respects.
Fantastic lady, best queen ever, queen of the world, right?
Yeah.
She was like a grandmother to the nation and everything, hence we're all here today.
So it looks like you may have served in the armed forces from your medals.
No, I haven't actually. This is my father's medals.
Okay. So
From the Royal Air Force Second World War.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And so did he have a particular love of the Queen?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And have you inherited that from him?
Well, I'm representing him in a way because he's not here, so it was just thought it'd be a nice gesture.
Yeah. And I mean, are you particularly a monarchist, or do you have particularly strong feelings about the Queen's passing and the accession of
I don't know if I'd
Charles?
use the word monarchist. I just think she was a great person and did a great service. So
Yeah.
I'm here like a lot of people, just maybe.
Imagine solo queuing the Queen's funeral. Yeah, dude, that's wild. Like, at least do a date. You know what I mean? At least find someone who also is as much as a dick rider as you, and like use it as an opportunity to get them get to know them better or some shit.
My respects.
You're wearing a kilt. Have you come from Scotland?
I haven't come from Scotland, but I am Scottish.
Bro, rewind. What?
All through the night, thousands of people have been queuing for hours to file past the coffin and pay their respects.
Fantastic lady, best queen ever, queen of the world, right?
What a fucking gammon, man! What a fucking gammon! That's a fucking ham, love.
She was like a grandmother to the nation and everything, hence we're all here today.
So it looks like you may have served in the armed forces from
No,
your medals.
I haven't actually. This is my father's medals.
Okay. So
From the Royal Air Force Second World War.
Okay, wonderful.
Yeah.
And so did he have a particular love of the Queen?
Oh, yes, yeah.
And have you inherited that from him?
He's like, yes, he was fighting for the other side, but he had much love for the Queen. But also, wait, what? What have you done? Look what you've done. Oh no. Oh no. Wait, let's look at not the past hour, but I mean, let's see. It's not going to be that crazy. Oh no. Oh no. Okay, let's look at the past 7 days. Oh no. Oh no. Always fun. Okay, let's continue.
Well, I'm representing him in a way because he's not here, so it was just thought it'd be a nice gesture.
Yeah. And I mean, are you particularly a monarchist, or do you have particularly strong feelings about the Queen's passing and the accession of
I don't know if I'd
Charles?
use the word monarchist. I just think she was a great person and did a great service. So
Yeah.
I'm here like a lot of people, just pay my respects.
You're wearing a kilt. Have you come from Scotland?
I haven't come from Scotland, but I am Scottish. I'm wearing the kilt really from my grandfather. He was a Monroe, so it's a Monroe tartan. He was in the First World War. He was the first person that would stand up any time when I was a kid, when any of those the national anthem for the Queen.
If you didn't stand up, he'd tap you on the head and do that. And
You fucking wanker. Going to fucking Gallipoli. Actually, I don't know if the Scottish went to Gallipoli.
you'll stand up. Okay. But I think everybody's here for their parents and their grandparents and that generation that have done so much. And I mean, look at all these people. This is our little group. We've got a WhatsApp group, the Queen's Queue.
It's crazy to me. In America, we have like queues for like Black Friday and stuff like that. People do like, I don't know, 6 hours like for that. But it's crazy to see the amount of people lining up for stuff like that. It's so crazy.
There's not even a cheap telly at the end of it.
Exactly.
Yeah, exactly. How did the Americans win? You literally look dumber than Americans in general. That's crazy. Yeah, at least when Americans are fucking standing in line, there's like some commodity, some cheap commodity to consume on the other end of it. You know what I mean? There's jalapeno poppers. You can't even eat shit.
Let me turn my hat off. Yes, been here since 6:20 this morning.
Gosh.
It has been a long time. It was cold early on.
And it looks like from your medals you may have had quite some allegiance to the Queen.
Yes, she was my boss. I served in the RAF for 22 years.
How did you feel about the Queen during her life? Did you feel particularly close to her? Like you know, some people felt like they knew her.
I killed a good decent amount of Irish, you know.
I'm 66, so all I've ever known is the Queen.
That's what we did. We did it for the Queen.
Broken hearted. She might be 96, but it still comes as a shock. And I'll be crying my eyes out when I get to the coffin.
How do you feel about Charles as the king?
I've come from Cardiff, and where is he? Cardiff.
While we struggle to heat our homes, we have to pay for your parade.
Come from Cardiff.
The taxpayer pays 100 million for you. What for? Need from Brennan.
Do you feel like a bit of a mug? You should be in Cardiff seeing the new king.
Bit of both.
What do you make of the fact
Dude, wait, does that mean... Wait.
that people are in Cardiff seeing... Do you feel like a bit of a mug? You should be in Cardiff seeing the new king.
Bit of both.
What do you make of the fact that people are queuing for like 14 hours to see the Queen?
Personally, I think it's crazy.
What do you think about the expense?
The Welsh, bro, they don't fuck around, bro. I mean, I don't even know how to say it because it's just a made-up language, but...
That's going to happen when, you know, for the coronation, which will be, I think, early next year at the time of a kind of cost of living crisis. It's going to be like millions of pounds you're going to pay, I'm going to pay. How do you feel about it?
Well, as taxpayers, like having to kind of cover the cost of something that really a lot of us don't think should be a thing anyway, I feel like society's moved past traditions in a lot of ways, and we hang on to weird ones that I don't think should necessarily still be there. So,
what do you think about the Queen as the former head of empire and, you know, head of the Commonwealth now Charles? You know, these kind of former colonies that still kind of have the Queen as their head of state because of a legacy of, well, racial domination.
See, I think I mean, you're asking someone who is part of one of those ethnic minorities, and I think that at the same time that she may have done a lot of good things, you can't escape that past. And in many ways, Britain's done a lot of good things to correct a lot of stuff that's happened in the past, but to show this level of support for something that represents that, as well as, you know, countless good things that I'm sure people who support it would throw at me, you know, I think it's too big of a smudge to, like, just ignore.
Just be white, dude. Very easy to ignore when you're white.
I mean, how did you feel when you got the news last Thursday?
My wife actually cried her eyes out for about half a day. I actually did have quite a few tears in my eyes and everything. I think it's really sad. I think we've lost something in the UK. To be honest, I think the Commonwealth and the world has actually lost something what's really important.
I felt as though my anchor had come away, and I felt a bit adrift and a bit as though we've lost our figurehead, really. And you know, we're all compass, and we're all slightly not quite sure which way we're going now.
Hello.
Kind of weird day today, huh?
Yeah, it's mental, yeah.
What do you make of the fact that some people are queuing for 14 hours to see the Queen's coffin?
I personally wouldn't do that. I think that's a bit...
Judging by the length of this queue, how hopeful are you that we're ever going to be able to unseat our monarchy? And
My man, you said, where are the young people? They're not at the royal queue. That's where they're not at. English support for the Queen drops down to like 30% when you get to the 18 to 34, okay? It goes from like 80% at like 65 plus to 18 to 35 year olds at like 30%. No, not even. It's even less than that, right? Why the fuck would they care? They're like, yeah, some other old lady. Okay, who cares? Yeah, except for fucking Aiden. The only one who's incredibly sad is Aiden.
To have a kind of elected head of state?
Not for a very long time. I reckon, you know, unless what's his face, George, the little one, decides to do something about it, I reckon we'll have monarchy for a very long time.
Yeah. I mean, you might have heard that some people have been arrested actually for trying to protest some of the goings on. What do you make of all that?
I think it's crazy that, you know, Prince Andrew's not in prison.
The man circled here is heckling Prince Andrew during the procession of the Queen's coffin through Edinburgh. On the pavement behind the crowd, police try to calm the situation.
Wow, bro, look at these guys virtue signaling, dude. Typical, you know what I mean? Oh, wow. Oh, wow. Like, so what? Yeah, he did a little bit of pedophilia, all right? He did a little bit of noncery. Fucking virtue signalers, dude. You see that? Yeah, bandwagoners! Virtue signaling Andes, dude! Top nonce should be king, to be honest. Who's to say? Say he's not.
As tempers among the public are raised.
Disgusting! Wait, I've done nothing wrong.
But I mean, Andrews actually reportedly is going to play a bigger role in the monarchy now. Charles has invited his brother to, you know, rejoin where the Queen had obviously pushed him away. Do you feel like that's appropriate given, you know,
That is fucking bananas, by the way. Yeah. Just a little tad bit of baggery, right? A little bit of noncery. It's a part of the fucking process, bruv. What you fucking mean then? Shameful, really. No, not the noncery. The fact that you're addressing it. They're royals. They're allowed to do a little bit of wee bit of noncery. As is tradition, mate.
He was obviously accused of sexually assaulting a child.
He was.
Yeah.
Personally, I think if he tries to bring Prince Andrew back in, he's blotted his copybook, and the public don't forget that easily.
Yeah, right. Yeah, no, I think that's a
Guys,
good
we're talking about a prolific pedophile. Oh, he blotted his copybook? That's crazy. Now, what are you going to do? I will have some choice words for him. Oh, guess what, dude? You can't do shit. He's the king. Oops. Oops. Sorry. That kind of comes with the territory, doesn't it? Oi, bruvs. He's blotted his copybook, he has. Yes. Yeah, what are you going to do, bro? What are you going to do? Vote him out? Oh, no, the noncery. Oh, yeah, I'm sorry, dude. Yeah. No. Definitely. Oh, man.
For it. I think he is going to, because there have been reports of that, and, you know, the Queen's even bequeathed him some of her corgis, I hear. Yeah. But yeah, I mean,
I thought that was just to keep him busy.
Quite, yeah, exactly.
They're making fun of
work for idle hands, as they say. Do you have particular feelings about Prince Andrew's kind of inclusion or exclusion from the royal family?
I think the Queen made a decision, and the royal family should stand by it.
Yeah, I agree. I don't think actually Prince Andrew should come back. I think he made serious errors with over the last few years, more than a few years, 10 years, 12 years, and I think he should be not become again a working royal, and he should take a background seat.
Excuse me, sir. Have you arrested any Republicans today?
I'm not.
Bro, he said he's made some serious errors. Yeah, you know, like hanging out with Jeffrey Epstein and, like, you know, doing statutory rape to sex traffic minors. You know, just some oopsies, right? This is incredibly strong words for us Brits. Yeah, that's they're talking about him like he ended up in the drunk tank. Yeah. Yeah, British people are crazy with that stuff, dude. You'll be describing like the fucking Bengal famine. It'll be like, yes, a little bit of thirst and hunger, right? You know, not good. Maybe a wee bit of stain there. A little bit of hunger and thirst that happened, right? Not good at all. Quite unfortunate. Big lapse in judgment. Simple as. Oi, that partition of India was a bit of a doozy, right? Bit of a doozy. British people describe their occupation of India like cheeky little visit in it. Cheeky little visit in it. Yeah, it's fucking right it is. A predicament, yeah.
I'm going to make a comment on that as well.
Damn, bro. Make a comment on that fucking goofy ass headwear. How about that? Motherfuckers out here looking like they're doing dressage, bro. What the hell is this? The constable. Hey, look at me. I'm a Bobby. What the fuck is this hat, dude? They make them wear this shit? That's so disrespectful. You can't even do race crimes like that. You know what I mean? You can't, dude, everyone, you would get laughed out of any fucking, you would get laughed out of social housing, okay? That's crazy. He just comes in looking like that. That's crazy. Bro, that is the original hat of race crimes. I mean, that's great. I will never understand how this country works, man. Ironic that my Indian grandmother loves the Queen more than any of us, and I never really understood it. I mean, maybe because she's in England, right? Whereas, like, I feel like Indian grandmas in India definitely don't like the Queen.
Still any Republicans today?
I'm not going to make a comment on that at all.
Monarchist or Republican, most will consider this a time to...
Why is your Elden Ring playthrough trending on Twitter? Okay, dude, that's just, you're attacking me for no reason.
...reflect on an incredible life of service. But some will want the Queen's passing to signal the end of the institution itself and make themselves heard.
What do you think about the idea that Britain shouldn't have a monarchy anymore, that we should have a kind of democratically elected head of state?
No chance. You got to have a monarchy.
Right.
I don't care what people say.
What do you think so necessary about it?
Well, it's history. It's our history.
Mm-hmm. You talked about the kind of world has lost something. Some people obviously would argue that maybe it's gained something in the opportunity to have kind of a democratically elected head of state, for example. But how do you feel about that?
No. I'm happy with the way it is.
Yes. What about people who think that we shouldn't have a monarchy at all? You know, there are them.
There are boats that leave this country every day. They can get on them and go if they want. It's taken hundreds of years to build all this.
Yeah.
We're not chucking this away.
Bro, that's dude, right to the fucking dome, man. That's peasant mentality right there. Never a fucking leave it, mate. That's great. That's great. I mean, that's perfect, dude. This is the type of attitude that, like, you know, this is the type of attitude that fucking gears the insane notion that, like, monarchists should continue.
You think about the men that built that and what they built it for. I was only looking at comparison pictures the other day of...
Bro, that's so funny. You think the fucking people that built that shit like the Queen? What are you, out of your fucking mind, dummy?
King George VI's funeral. And the streets were just full of people. Do you know what I mean? And then...
Dog, they thought he was heavenly. What the fuck? I can't believe that these people are making me agree with the French. I mean, yeah.
Come back out again.
I'm dying in state queue, please. You reckon we're going to wait a long time in this fucking queue, yeah?
I'm not an enormous royalist, but they are a family that represents us, and also we ask a lot of them.
Do you think that Britain can really be called a democracy when we have an unelected head of state, when people, you know, become fabulously wealthy as a result of being born into it?
No, you see, I'm an environmentalist campaigner, and you can have power or you can have influence. You can't really have both. And I think that the royal family have influence but no power. They can't actually make us do anything we don't want to do. Yeah. And we sort of own them. So there's a bargain between us and the royal family in that they act in a way that we want them to. It's an accident of birth, and I feel sorry for them because they are kept in a golden cage and they do what we want. They have to behave better than us, and we get them hell if they don't. And it's just the way it's been.
What? They literally have, like, an open pedophile. What? Bro, what do you mean? You have no power. That's crazy. They can, like, veto fucking laws and have.
And it keeps us stable. It's not written down, it's not analysed, it's not logical. It's just the way Britain is.
Yeah, get ready for the new ideology that just dropped, eco-monarchism.
What Britain's about, you know, the monarchy and blah, blah, blah. So.
But some people will say the opposite, that the monarchy, symbolises all the bad things that Britain's
100%,
about.
Yeah,
like
yeah.
racism and
yes.
imperialism.
Oh, 100%, I didn't want to talk shit.
How do you feel about the Queen dying?
Obviously it's sad, isn't it? Anyone dying sad. I'm not sure a 4-hour queue. 14-hour queue. Do you actually get to see her?
No, the coffin's closed. Oh. I thought that as well. Actually, it turns out it's closed.
So you could just be waiting 14 hours for a box. Whatever people want to do with their day, it's up to them, innit? It's a monumental moment, innit? Like.
How about King Charles III?
Yeah, see, this is where it gets all techie. Like, what's gonna happen? Like, I don't know. He ain't even. He's old as well, so like, In my lifetime, I'm gonna have like 3 monarchies, isn't it? So, as for the Queen, God rest her soul, and you won't see me lining up.
Keep smiling, you're nearly there, you're nearly there. Respond with a smile, that's all we want to see. Keep it, come on down. I'm a happy person, I like people to be happy around me. What they've gone through to be here, it's not easy. So the worst thing you want to do is come in and barking, show me your wristband, get over there. You don't hear that, you just want a bit of inspiration. You still got an hour and a half to go down there.
How do you feel about the fact some people have queued 14 hours?
What can I do?
There should always be a monarchy. There needs to be peasants to look down on, just like you look down on the chatters that aren't subscribed. Okay, first of all, this is one of the most democratically organized chats you can have. The only time I look down at them is at the top of the hour. Okay? We all look down at them together, though. Yes, there is a classist division within the chat. At the top of the hour, there's a 60-second ad break. And if you no longer want to see those ads, all you need to do is subscribe, which you can do for $5 or for free with a Twitch Prime. Okay? That's right. You can call me a commenter in secret. Here's the 1 minute ad break now.
It's not my organization, is it? I can't do nothing.
No, I don't mean the organization. I mean the passion that people have for the Queen.
Because a lot of people don't realize what people think about as.
Bro, if I wait 14 hours, I'm opening the coffin. Straight up. There is nothing on this planet that can make me wait 14 fucking hours. Okay? Like, you will not stop me. You would have to use one of those like spears or whatever and like stab me to death, okay? To stop me from opening that fucking coffin, I have to peek into it. 14 fucking hours? That's insane. I think it's the right thing to do, unironically. KDCRFT, thank you for the 5, get the subs. Also, what's gonna happen? Like, what? It's not like she's gonna be offended. She's fucking dead. Let me take a peek. I am not even remotely joking about this, by the way. Like, you should get to do stuff with it, too. Like, it's not even, you're waiting for 14 hours, like, you get to hold her hand, take a photo like this. You know, like the, what was it, period, ooh, girl, you know what I mean? You're like, maybe like, you know, poke your finger in her nose or something. Like fun stuff. The disrespect is real right now? Yeah, I mean, yeah. Am I wrong? 14 hours? Dude, okay, listen. Hold up. That's disrespectful, right? Okay, fine. 30-second wait, queue time? You don't get to do that. If you wait 14 hours, you get to do that. I want to drink beer out of her coffin like it's a Stanley Cup? Yeah, and you should be allowed to. Yeah. If I wait in line for 14 hours, I should get to plank on it and get to take a pic. Yes, absolutely. And it's not even 14, by the way. It's 19 and a half. Like, the queue times went up to 19 hours. That's bananas, dude. I'm not waiting for 19 fucking hours, dog. That's crazy. That's like the Lord of the Rings trilogy extended cut times 3. Are you fucking kidding me? That is insane, dude. Extended director's edition with the commentary, all of that. 400 people had to seek urgent medical care. Yeah, except the hundreds of thousands all need to get their fucking brains checked too. Only 400? How about everyone that waited in line for 14 hours? Literally, all need to immediately go to a therapist.
Person as a person, not a head of state.
What do you think about the Queen as a person?
She was very nice. She was lovely. I haven't met her personally. Yeah. I've never had.
I'm sorry, but if my man spends 19 and a half hours to see some other bitch, he's no longer mine. A dead one too.
With her, but I thought she was a good woman. She looked after her family.
Yeah.
She helped run Britain. What more do I want?
Right, but maybe different to how you feel about her as a head of state.
Head of state. She's a lady. She was a woman of household. She ran things.
Yeah.
I'm a Saikuno viewer, and honestly, I'm totally out of this drama. But the one thing I have to say is that Hasanabi is a snake. Okay, well, I had Saikuno on the Fear End podcast, and if you want to learn some deep secret truths about Saikuno, all the best tea, I recommend you go to Fear and patreon.com/Fear and behind the paywall, and you will get to see the juicy stuff. We talked about a lot of fun shit. Leslie and Saikuno both leaked things that they've never talked about before. I'm an XC frog, but now I'm an Azan frog for the last 20 months.
She did run a
Things
lot of
didn't run
things.
her. Yeah? She's the head of my country, Jamaica. She's head of most countries.
Yeah.
What can I say?
How do you feel about the fact that she was the head of state of, 15 countries when she died?
What can I say? You divide and conquer. They conquered. It got divide.
This is kind of creepy, the way that they cut this.
It's just really powerful in there, and it makes you feel so patriotic. Honestly, she's just incredible.
How are you feeling at this very intense moment? You've just been
Bro, they didn't even do anything cool with the coffin. Like, you know how like the Nigerian funerals and shit, like where they're dancing with a coffin and stuff. Like, at least you could have done some like celebrations and shit. You know what I'm talking about? Ghana, not Nigerian. Sorry. I'm a Hasan fan after the most attractive streamer game trend, and saw Hasan and was like, whoa, fuck is that trend? The most attractive streamer game trend? Is that a real thing?
Very emotional. It was an emotional experience, and we saw the changing of the guard.
I'm sorry, but that's a turf. I can tell straight up. That's a turf. That's 100%. I don't need to know anything about her takes on like fucking bathrooms or whatever. I know that's a turf.
As well, so it was all very ceremonial, and the Queen laying there with the lovely set, all the jewellery on top, and the sceptre, is it called now? And yes, it was just an experience that will live with me forever.
Telling people that Jamaicans aren't from Jamaica if they like the Queen, who are these self-righteous chatters? I don't know. They might be Jamaican, though, because the Jamaicans in Jamaica do not have that same take. Actually, Jamaicans in fucking England do not have that take as well. Isn't it called, what is it, like the Lost Generation, right? Windrush, yeah. The Windrush generation. For those of you who don't know, it was a British political scandal that began in 2018 concerning people who were wrongly detained, denied legal rights, threatened with deportation. In at least 83 cases, they were deported from the UK by Home Office. Most of those affected were born British subjects and had arrived in the UK before 1973, particularly from Caribbean countries, members of the Windrush generation, as well as those who were deported. An unknown number of people were detained, lost their jobs, homes, had their passports confiscated, or were denied benefits or medical care to which they were entitled. A number of long-term UK residents were refused re-entry into the UK. A larger number were threatened with immediate deportation by Home Office, linked by commentators to the hostile environment policy instituted by Theresa May during her time as Home Secretary. No way Tucker Carlson is reporting this right now. Wait, what? Is that fucking real, dude? This has nothing with the Queen? No, man. The Queen represents the monarchy, which represents the colonies, colonialism. Someone in the chat said Jamaicans, like someone was asking about the perspective of Jamaicans or people coming in from like Caribbean ethnic backgrounds and what they how they perceive the Queen's death. So I just told a chatter using this as one of the many different examples as to why some of the royal subjects, okay, were probably not too fond of the Queen.
Worth every second of waiting.
Really?
Absolutely.
We waited 14 hours.
And it was worth every second.
Queued for 14 hours.
You seem like you're also very moved, sir.
Yeah.
Damn, bro, homie's crying.
Excuse me.
Like people were trying to be like, Hasan, you're such a fucking bitch, dude. You cried when your dog died or whatever. Or you cried when your dog Pixel got defiled, which I didn't cry then. But I did cry when my dog died, obviously. Like, how are you going to fucking compare that to like random 80-year-old man crying because random 96-year-old woman died? That's insane, dude. Yo, this seems wild to me. Like, it's funny when we watch like the North Korean propaganda videos and stuff, right? Because like people are going crazy. But this is crazy too. Oh my God, why with the dog every time? Well, the reason why I bring it up is because everyone has brought it up. Is that offensive to you? I don't know. Like, it's like a way that people are trying to argue. and saying that like I'm crazy. 27-month subscriber. You good? Are you a royalist yourself? Is that why? Did you cry when the queen died? It's okay, man. You'll get over it. Did you see Princess Diana's funeral? People were sobbing in the streets. Dude, that one even makes more sense than the fucking queen, brother. What the fuck? Bro, that was still horrific. Like, she died very young. And was also, like, doing a fuckload of things that the royal family considered to be controversial and inappropriate. She was fucking murdered, allegedly. By the queen, allegedly. You know? She died in like the horrifying car crash at the age of 30, and you're out here being like, man, you think that's the same as the queen dying at 96?
My dad's medals.
Are those your dad's? Okay, so you feel very strong connection to the queen through him?
Yeah, because he was a naval officer and met the queen, and so was my brother, and yeah, there's a huge connection with my family.
Yeah.
It just only just hit me now that it was just incredible. Really brilliant. Yeah. You know, I was born just after her coronation, and that's all I've known, Queen. And she's been a constant, you know, always there.
It hit me like a train.
Wow. Do you feel like personal kind of...
Bro, come on! Bro, what the fuck, Kingsman looking ass, dude? What do you mean it hit you like a train? Yes, it hit me like a train. Bro, this is the tip, milady, but in England, right? No way, bro. What the fuck? Dude, this is... Shouts out to Novara Media. You found it. You found the funniest guy in England. He's got a bowler at, man. We can explain. Yeah, go ahead, Aiden. Explain this, man. Go ahead, bro. Come on. Kind of fire, though. I mean, the drip is unreal. I do actually respect it. Low key. The Tucker clip of him talking about the teacher is real. Here's the link.
So this week, videos surfaced on the internet.
What? What is happening, dude? Oh my God. I can't wait to look at those. I mean, I can't wait to look at that story. Fuck. Bro, I'm live for 6 hours. Sometimes I say things wrong. Give me a fucking break, dude. I can explain. I said it wrong. Fuck. No. That was not on purpose. I meant... I can't wait to look at those wonderful ideas that Tucker Carlson has. That's what... That's what I meant. Yeah, I can't wait to look at those clips. Is what I meant. Like, oh, look at these informative clips. They're so big, those clips. They're big time. Okay, let's move on. Let's get back to this guy. He's a funny chap, isn't he? Yeah, that's right.
Connection to the Queen.
I don't know if it's personal, but she's part of our living constitution, and she's served us in a really remarkable way, so it was my chance to pay my final respects and say thank you.
How do you feel about the idea that some people have expressed that we should replace our constitutional monarchy with an elected head of state?
Well, fortunately, they're in a vanishingly small minority, so it's not something I bother myself with.
Some of those people have been arrested, I hear, for holding placards and so on, saying things like abolish the monarchy. Is that right?
No, absolutely not. It's right that we all have the right to express ourselves, even if we do it tastelessly.
Damn. Even if we do it tastelessly. This guy is awesome. You know his ass. He is definitely a libertarian. 100%. You know he on r/United Kingdom. Yo. Oh, that's good. Yeah, David Beckham was crazy. That's crazy. Like, he waited for 12 hours, bro. That's nuts. He waited for fucking 12 hours, dude. That's actually insane. How is he still not a knight? Is he a knight? Or did they not do that because he got outed for wearing his wife's panties or whatever? Do you guys remember that story? Was that even real? I feel like that's such a Michael Hudson thing to bring up. M. Hud, is that real? Yeah, no, that's like a thing. I remember reading about it when I was like younger. At least say sorry for what you did, clown. Wait, what? You're just, what? You're just trash? Ball, you grown, get a job, son? I fuck with you heavy, but when you get into another man's business, relationship, or clout views, it just throws me off and makes me think you're an actual bitch. That's just my opinion. You're on some simp shit for real. Black Lives Matter was a trend. Bro, you said you were out on 11/21. Doesn't seem like you were out back then. It seems like you're in again. But you found it? What is this? Yeah, oh yeah, here it is. Dude, this is such an old school article. David Beckham wears my thongs. Victoria's 90s wit unearthed in hilarious interview from talking about David Beckham's manhood and his golden balls to flirting with cameramen. The Victoria Beckham of yore was a hoot. At least say sorry for what you did. It's a fact, though. What is a fact? I don't even know who this man is talking about. Like, are you talking about the relationship between Prince Andrew and like young girls that he statutorily raped? Because if that's what you're talking about, like that is my business. Like I legit don't know what he's talking about. There is no way he's talking about XQC. No shot. That is insane if that is the case.
David, can we get a few words for Sky News, please? David, Sky News, just an emotional moment. How was that? David,
sorry. We were there, you know.
Oh, he is OBE. Isn't that a title? He does have a title, doesn't he? That's a title, right? No shot, you sound corny for real. I'm talking about XCC. No shot, you sound corny for real. Bro, we moved on from that, brother. But also, you know, I know both of the grown people that you're talking about, including Adept in that situation. Order of the British Empire. Yeah. No, it's not one baller Englishman. He is talking about XCC. That's crazy. Dude, what are you on mobile? Are you on a Motorola Razr, bro? What's going on? Good?
No, we were there for a reason, and you know, everyone was together, and it was a special few hours. And you know, the legacy that she has left is incredible.
We're not going to see the like of her again, are we?
No, please. I don't think so. No, I think that someone.
Wait, that's what David Beckham sounds like? Oh my God, this is my Jared Kushner moment, dude. What the fuck? Yo, he sounds like such a bitch, dude. What the hell?
You know, everyone was together, and it was a special few hours. And you know, the legacy that she has left is incredible.
We're not going to see the like of her again, are we?
No, please. I don't think so. No, I think that someone to have led.
Bro, why does he sound like he's like 5'1"?
The country the way she led our country. That's why we all queued up today, because I think it's the right thing to do, and it's us paying respect to our queen. It's a difficult moment right now, so.
They're still going?
Excuse me, sir. This is a bit cannibalistic, but how do you feel? You just interviewed David Beckham.
Just let me stand up 1 second. How do I feel?
Yeah.
It's obviously a personal matter of him to go there. He wasn't there as a celebrity. He was there as a subject of the Queen.
Isn't that not true that like he literally was in the celeb line? Like I thought that there was like a fast pass. Even then though, you still had to wait like 12 hours, but he's been Queen posting all day. That's so weird because like they're cousins, and also they knew each other when she was like 13. Nah, he was in the commoner's queue. Oh, he didn't want to stay in the fast pass? Yo, that's so dumb. That's pretty crazy. That's like, I want to respect that, but I can't, because the ultimate part of that, like the ultimate goal there is to still like Like, he's humbling himself, right? Like, oh man, that's so sick. But also, he's humbling himself to do what? See the fucking queen? Like, what's wrong? You know his ass is not doing that at Disney, right? It might F a little bit. My bit rate's dropping a little bit. So he chose the far right lane over the HOV lane because he wanted to humble himself. I do that shit too. Yeah, it is definitely a marketing stunt. Definitely. Wild.
He was mourning like everybody else. He'd queued up, by all accounts, for hours.
Wow.
Respectfully. He hadn't jumped the queue like an MP.
Do you think some people were more excited to see David Beckham than the Queen?
I wouldn't think so, no. I mean, David Beckham's great, but, you know, he's not ruled the country as a monarch for 70 years, so no.
Was it almost as exciting to see David Beckham as it was to see the Queen?
In different ways.
Yeah.
Yeah, they're both heroes of mine in different respects.
Do you see that David Beckham was here? There was a big group of
Seen
people.
out the news and he queued, didn't he, for 12 hours?
Yeah, he did, yeah. What do you think of that? Are you just,
right.
Yeah.
It's just funny to be like a big bad tough guy, you know, like you go against the grain. Yeah, look at me, I love fucking biking, right? I'm a rugged biker. And then you're like, yeah, I cry when the fucking Queen died. What of it, yeah? Like, bro, what?
Yeah. Respect.
No one's going to get the celebrity world have not got access.
To what? To the Westminster Hall. Okay, you can't skip the queue if you're a celeb.
No,
Yeah.
you've got to join.
It's just a jacket? No, it's not. It's a biker jacket with like specific patches on it and some fucking medals on it too.
The general population.
Everyone's equal in that sense, except the monarchs.
Well, it's theirs, isn't it? It's,
Yeah.
You know.
Jealousy's a disease, love. Get better soon. You know who's not getting better? The fucking Queen, yeah. The blood jewelry, this is a thread about the jewels worn. The Queen owned 23,000 jewels, of which more than 19,000 originated from India. I say, you know, you're allowed to grab it. That's what I say. I think, you know, it's just like, come on, dude. She's dead now. They should be able to get it back.